It is all fun and games until the trailer doesn't work out or the project doesn't work out how you want to, but we're keeping it positive over here. I'm gonna move forward with teaching you how to waterproof a shower and also give you a little bit of a trailer update as we attempt to level it.
So I would like to thank today's sponsor, Chime. We're not going to become that channel where I sit down and talk in front of the camera every single time, but as you can tell, I'm already derailing from the trailer a little bit over the last couple episodes. But the first was a mental thing. I just needed a little bit, so I did a refresh. The second is because I tripped and a glass slit my thumb, so I did a DIY that I could do to actually show up for you guys on my channel because I really like being able to show up for you guys. And then before I started back on the trailer, I read a couple of comments that said I missed when you had complete thoughts, essentially. And trust me, me too. I am not like a consistent, complete machine right now, and that is because I don't think you know until you have a channel how much it actually takes to sacrifice your life to make a picture perfect channel. Every single week you're uploading. It's a huge makeover that you killed yourself over for 7 days, and then you post and people are like, what's the next thing? And it just doesn't stop. I know a ton of YouTubers who, to keep up with the consistency and the completion, oh my gosh, my hat is physically off to them because I wish I could do that, but I am showing up exactly as who I am. And then when you see me just like get on my grind and we're back to doing those complete episodes, it's because I'm more focused on being complete and consistent. And so in order to fix that outwardly, like in my career, that needs to be solved within myself. So as much as people are like, I missed when your videos were complete, it's like, well, this probably would take me 2 months and you wouldn't see me. Anyways, what I'm doing in today's episode is showing you what it takes to waterproof a shower in the Hardy backer board. And this is one episode because I could not find a thought out video of how to do Hardy backer board in a bathroom. All the videos just made me want to turn them off, and maybe you'll want to turn off the episode as well, but it actually will be very informative. And that's all I have to say today. I love you. We're back, baby. I'm excited. Let's get to work.
For the walls that are gonna have direct contact with water all the time and full tile, I chose to use a Hardy backer board. That way I don't need to use a liner in between the insulation wall and the Hardy backer board because the backer board is waterproof enough. I gathered that information from Mr. Brett and a couple other friends that have tiled their showers recently, and they all recommended this method. I just didn't see it in the video. I added the insulation that I had left over from the Vanity makeover of this trailer. I just started to put it in other rooms to start to utilize the materials that I have on hand. And I started doing the backer board by the biggest chunks, working my way to the smallest to just get familiar with it. There are also backer screws that I've linked down below for you. They are specific screws for cement board. You want to make sure that you have those when you are installing. Oh, also, another fun fact, how I'm executing the bathroom all not at once is because, like, if I put the drywall up, I couldn't film this. You'd be so squished. So I'm gonna do a lot of other things and then the drywall kind of towards the end, you know? You also want to keep in mind that you never want 4 corners of the backer board to touch, so stack your pieces accordingly. That would cause like a weak spot, and that's something you do not want, just like in drywall. The taping of the seams, aka where the boards connect, you're gonna go in with a fiber tape that is meant for cement board. It is waterproof. I got this tip again from Brett. He's literally my right hand lately for all my projects. I really appreciate you. But I would have gone in with like a drywall tape, which is not waterproof, so you want to make sure you're getting the proper waterproofing materials. Always double check. Lindsay came last night, late night. That has nothing to do with it, just besides I haven't seen her in a month. This is what my hair looks like now. I'm just trying to look acceptable.
No traffic was the real reason to be able to drive out at night.
Yeah.
Plus I just
drive out at night.
Yeah.
We're a mess. So I started doing this, and this is done, the Hardy backer board. I just need to do it to the ceiling as well. But fun fact, I started thinking, all right, well, if I seam it with this thin set mortar and the trailer's not leveled, if I go to level the trailer, it's gonna crack everywhere I put the thin set. So now we have diverted yet again, which is the name of the game for these types of things when you're doing it the first time. And we're gonna start to clean out the bottom of the trailer because then tomorrow we're pouring cement bases for the feet that are going to level the trailer. That's an equation for you.
She's 40 feet of girth that needs to be,
oh my God.
level.
She needs to be 40 foot.
Well, we can go spackling and doing anything else. He'll level this broad.
I can't with you. Okay, we're gonna clean at sunset. It's really pretty too, fun fact.
One thing I'm going to fight my friends over, the only fight we'll ever have, is them always letting me move forward with a dumb idea. Like, slap me right in the middle of it and correct me, ma'am.
What am I doing? Why are you letting me do this?
I was more confused even when you, like, once you start lifting this whole thing, like jacking this trailer up to put these things back under it, this thing, the whole thing's gonna change. Like,
We just need to make the 12 by 12.
This was a good idea in theory, but I wanted to give you my real-time reaction. So I told Lindsay to grab some scrap wood because I wanted to cut down and make some 12 by 12s. Fun little fact for you, I could already tell here that she was a little bit like, why are we doing this? We're putting it on sand. But again, I just need to figure it out for myself. It's not a bad thing. We could have been doing something else. Right here, I'm making a little workstation to make a cute little moment for you guys to see us both working together, which I love because this is my favorite part of DIYing. Anywho, I am making these molds for basically no reason. I thought I could put these under the trailer and pour cement into the sand, which now as I say that is absolutely ridiculous, and then level those to the trailer. It doesn't make sense. You have to jack the trailer first before you can even decide how to level it.
All right, so we're cleaning. And you guys, I hope he's not a rattler, but do you see the little baby guy? Baby snake right there. So we gotta move him because we're gonna be working here and we don't want him there. Oh, he's moving. Oh, I was not ready for that. Jesus. Oh, you know what? He probably loves the bucket because it's so warm. I'm pretty sure he's a baby rattlesnake. All right, well, I caught my first snake. This is what he is. If anybody knows in the comments, please tell me because he's a little, but I got him.
There's a spider in there somewhere too.
Oh, I don't want any of that, what you just said.
Right here underneath the trailer after we found the rattlesnake is where I could see Lindsay's face really being like, I'm about to tell her something that she's not gonna like. And it's true. If I don't like fully execute an idea through, I can't really understand someone else's way to go about the solution. Like, I don't know if it's because how people explain things to me or how my brain works. It's probably a little bit of both. And then it took Miss Jess explain a game plan, and that's when my brain clicked in and I looked over to Lindsay like, I'm sorry, is that what you were trying to say all day? And she said yes, and I just kind of apologized for how my brain worked because we could have been doing so much else. Oh no, we couldn't have, because we didn't have the proper tools, because when we went to shop for the proper tools later to level the trailer, I had to order them because desert life.
I have made a decent amount of changes over the last couple years, and something I really didn't notice up until late was how much financial freedom I had in my previous relationship and how I was lacking financial knowledge even just going about the homeowning process. So I have been inspired since my breakup to obviously become more financially knowledgeable and independent and just all in all aware. And prior to actually partnering up with Chime for this video, I have been a customer for months based off of friends' referrals. So I would like to thank today's sponsor and tell you about Chime. Chime is an award-winning financial app and a debit card that millions of Americans use, including myself, to manage, save, and spend their money. Chime gives you resources to make smart money moves and promote financial well-being and just a general peace of mind. And for me, I'm just gonna let you guys know that's like my biggest thing is just having this financial knowledge of my own personal situation, because before I was just kind of in la land, I feel. And Chime gives me this app that isn't intimidating and almost like inspires me to learn more. Out here in the desert as well, a lot of transactions are done via phone apps where you have to have the physical app. Well, for Chime, you can pay anyone anytime. And that comes in handy here because the desert is a strange life and you might be having Dumpster Dave come and help you with your junk one week and he doesn't have an app, or maybe you don't have the app that he has. But with Chime, you don't have to worry. There's no extra fees for cash in, cash out. You don't need to download anything extra or get the app. Your friend just needs a valid debit card.
You can reach your goals faster by saving money automatically after you enroll in your Chime checking account. Chime's automatic saving features, which is one of my most favorite features, helps you save money anytime you spend or get paid with Chime's optional savings account. Applying for a Chime checking account is completely free. There's no opening deposit or minimum balance required, no international transaction fees, and if you lose your debit card, the new one's on them. Best of all, Chime has no annual fees, no late fees, and no membership fees, so you can keep more of your money in our hands. Chime offers fee-free overdraft on up to $200 in debit card purchases and cash withdrawals from SpotMe for eligible members. members. It's like an overdraft protection, but better.
I mean, there are just so many reasons to try out Chime, in my opinion, just by my personal experience and my new inspiration and journey within financial freedom, given the life change. So if you're one of the first 1,000 people to sign up for Chime using my promo code Rachel at www.chime.com/get10, Chime will deposit $10 in your account if you activate your Chime debit card within 30 days of enrolling.
Again, that's if you are one of the first 1,000 people to sign up for a Chime account using my promo code Rachel at www.chime.com/get10. Chime will deposit $10 in your account if you activate your Chime debit card within 30 days of enrolling. I've linked it down below for you in the description as well as in the pinned comment.
I just love having financial conversations, specifically with my mastermind women group, and Chime has come up a bunch of times, and it just makes me really excited to be able to talk about it and share it with you as a sponsorship, but also because I was a customer before. I'm just really excited about this, and I hope that you guys check it out. Anyways, thank you so much to Chime for sponsoring today's episode, but honestly, before we even work together, just kind of getting my brain wrapped into the swing of things financially, I really do appreciate you guys. Love you guys, mean it. Now let's jump back into the unpredictable, oh my gosh, the mess of what is this vlogging episode for this trailer to get it really on the road.
To seam your backer board together with that fiber tape, you want to use thin set mortar. I am using a pre-mixed just to save myself some time since I clearly wasted a ton. One thing that I learned while adding the thin set was that on the nail holes, I think I should have put that fiber tape. So when I do the sink wall in a little bit that you will see, I just tried it to see a different method to learn a little bit more. I am curious if any of my friends that are coming to help me soon are like, Rachel, why didn't you wait for me to do this? Because I'm doing it wrong, but you live and learn. So I moved forward with continuing to seam everything together, and I let that dry overnight. And even just having the backer board up with the seams on made me feel so much better about this bathroom renovation. It kind of feels like it's been a long time coming. I thought I could get this done in 4 weeks, and there's just no way. And I've accepted that, and it's okay. You just gotta oodle at your progress along the way.
From everything I can find and all the people I could ask, I'm apparently doing it a correct way. So I'm hoping we're still on track. Now we're gonna paint this membrane onto it just to make sure it's extra secure, waterproofing, and crack prevention membrane. Ready to use, roll it on. Let's go. I'm tired today. I'm so exhausted.
I shared this part of the process over on my Instagram stories, and a couple people reached out being like, you are not painting that shower pink. And I almost died because I know that I painted the vanity pink, but no, this is just a waterproofing process, the membrane. I dressed up, one of my most favorite humans told me that I'm doing such a good job with the bathroom, and she shared her experience with doing this process with the bathroom as well. And I am basically following exactly what she did too. So I'm feeling really good about the progress so far.
Home Depot's closed on Thanksgiving, so I don't have enough lumber to do the supports yet. That's why this is a little bit wobbly, but I wanted to install this still because I need to install some supports tomorrow when I head over to weld. Just doing what I can for this fine holiday evening. Yep, that's what I needed. There we go, Rach, you're getting better. Every day, every way.
I decided to move forward with what I could because I'm a little impatient. Whether I'm gonna regret that later when the actual permanent jack stands come in, I couldn't keep being on pause. I was on pause for like 2 weeks and I just couldn't stand it. So we just moved forward with the waterproofing after we did the temporary placeholders.
Okay, so when I hang up this backer board, there's gonna be a space in the middle because that's where my fabrication I've been working on in practice welding to lead up to this moment. So that's why there's a gap. But I wanted to record this moment in case I got it right. Because how exciting would that be? Oh, shut up, she got it right. Yes, Rachel. Prepping for your friends to come help you. I have 2 special guests coming very soon to help me wrap this thing up because your girl needs it. It is pretty crazy, and I can see why everybody gets wrapped up in a time constraint with different projects. Like, oh, this is gonna take a month, and it takes 2 to 3 months. And that's why I'm sharing the real process, as I've said through this series, and I'll stop repeating myself. But I am really excited with the amount of time I have spent, even though it isn't ideal, and where we are at currently in the bathroom situation. With every episode, I do shout out 5 patrons, and I wanted to shout out BBC, Haley J, Yvonne L, Elena B, and Nicole R. Thank you guys so much for your support over there. My last post was about my sober journey, and I'm excited to just get back into it now that I'm not a mess and we are actually focusing. That's exciting. Okay, I'll see you soon for another DIY.